pdfToolbox has two types of variables. Simple variables that collect input from the outside and let you use it in checks, fix-ups, and so on. And JavaScript variables that do calculations internally. The question is, can you use the results of simple variables when you're writing a JavaScript variable? And of course the answer is yes. So I have a process plan here, and if I show you what is inside, it has two very simple steps. It has a pre-flight check that uses two simple variables, trimbox width and trimbox height. And then there is a fix-up that uses these to do something with them. And I'll show you what it does. So click on test. It's going to ask me what is the size of the document that you expect. And I'm just going to change a number in here and then say OK. And at the bottom of the page, you can see that it added a line of text. And in that line of text, it tells me what the size should have been for this document. Okay, so now let's look at where that comes from. The first thing is, when I look at this process plan and I look at the check, as I said, there are these two simple variables inside. And these are just normal variables. And when I run it, I get the Ask at Runtime dialog, and that lets me put in the values. In the second step in the process plan, the fix-up, I have a place text fix-up, and that uses a little bit of JavaScript to determine what text is going to be placed. And I can show you what the JavaScript looks like, and it is very, very simple. The first thing it does is it looks for something in an object that appears to be called app.vars. Now, app is the object that pdfToolbox adds to the JavaScript context, and it represents the whole thing that is happening here, right? pdfToolbox and all of the JavaScript stuff inside. App.vars is the variable container storage, if you want. This app.vars area is created whenever you run a profile or a process plan or anything else in pdfToolbox. And the cool thing is, any simple variables that have a value are stored in app.vars. So when I have this pre-flight check in the first step and I use trimbox height and trimbox width as variables, well, they will appear in app.vars, and in my JavaScript, I can use them. Now the question is, how do I know what I can use? There's actually two ways you can do it. And the first thing you can do is, when I just add a new line here, is I can trust my brain and I can say app, well, pdfToolbox will help me a little bit because it does syntax completion. And so it shows me that app is okay, and then I can say app.vars, and it shows me that that is okay. The only thing it doesn't help me with in this instance is to know that the variable is then called trimbox width and trimbox height and so on. So I have to remember that part. Yeah? But you can certainly just type app.vars and then the symbolic name of the simple variable. If you think that that is too difficult, or you don't remember what the variable is called, I can click on the help button here and I can say insert variables. And that shows me a list of all of the variables in my current library, and it means I don't have to think, and I can go, oh, it's this one, and then insert, and then that app.vars.trimbox height that I need to access this variable is added in my JavaScript editor at the spot my cursor was at. So can you use simple variables in JavaScript variables? Of course. The next question is, can you do it in reverse? Can I actually store something in app.vars? The long answer to this will be another video. The short answer is, of course you can.